How many times have you set an intention or made a New Year resolution to lose the extra few pounds, to stop drinking, to quit smoking, to quit whatever compulsive habits that you have? And then you were riding on that momentum for a while, potentially months, maybe weeks, and then it subsided, and you went back into your good old self, back to whatever you were always doing. And year after year after year, this kept on repeating. You are you. You're your old self. But what is really your old self? What is self to begin with? If you think of yourself as someone who always likes to party, who loves to drink, who likes to do drugs, then what do you think is the reality that you will continue to experience? No matter how many times you make a New Year resolution or a resolution in general to change, you may stick to it for a bit, maybe even for a while, but you will go back to your old habits because your image of yourself is such that you love to party. I love to party. I love to drink alcohol. I love to take drugs. So, true, real change is only possible. It is possible, but it is only possible from within. Truly from within, from the core of our beingness. My life didn't change until I stopped seeing myself as a CFO, until I stopped seeing myself as someone who works 80 hours a week to be successful. And I didn't become a CFO until I stopped seeing myself as an immigrant doomed to poverty in this country and forced to work 2 jobs to barely make it month to month. My life didn't change until I stopped believing what I was believing about myself. And so the limits that you put on yourself are the limits that only exist in your own mind. And you can be making however many resolutions you want. That will not change. You will not change until you change your belief system about yourself. And truly, the easiest, simplest way to do this, and the only way I believe to do this, is to go deeply into yourself, deeply into the core of your beingness, the core of yourself, through meditation and surrender to the truly limitless potential that you have. Because you are a spiritual being that is boundless and limitless, having a temporary human experience in this world, that is here in this world to learn the lessons that your soul is here to learn. But you bound yourself, you limit yourself with the body and the mind. You may be limited in your body from doing certain things for the health reasons or whatever reasons, but you're not limited in your mind. You limit yourself. You do this to yourself. So set the intention to become the best version of yourself. Visualize yourself. What's the best future version of me? What is the best version that I can think of myself right now that I want to become? And then start feeling and acting like it. Put your emotions into it and start believing it. Because I do believe that we are all here to come over all of these, so to say, obstacles that we put ourselves through. Or maybe we were born into poverty, whatever the case may be. We chose our life. We chose our life for a reason, so that we, as a limitless potential that we have, so that we can experience it, we can get to it. But only if we release ourselves from the prisons of our own minds. It's not going to happen if you just make a New Year resolution and you stick to it for a few weeks. You are going to ride on that momentum for a little bit, but eventually you're going to come back to yourself, because you believe. Your beliefs didn't change about yourself. You still believe that you love to party and you love to drink and you love to smoke. And until that changes, no matter how many resolutions you make, it's not going to work. So I believe that we are all here on earth to experience love and abundance and a long-lasting happiness. And I'm not talking about the happiness, the momentary happiness that you get through achieving certain things or getting the recognition or buying a yacht. It's not material. It comes from within. It comes from changing our belief systems about ourselves, from changing our stories about ourselves, and then therefore changing our habits. So for this New Year resolution, meditate on your self-image. Go deep into the core of your beliefs about you. Because sure, you can make a New Year resolution and you can stick to it for a while, sometimes even months, maybe even a couple of years. But if you still believe in your core that you are what you are, and that that change is only going to be temporary. That temporary may last for a few years, but it's not going to last forever, for the rest of your life. So let's make this year different. Let's change the way we see ourselves. Let's see ourselves as limitless, boundless spiritual beings that don't want and are not going to allow ourselves to be limited by our minds and these bodies. And let's make that change a long-lasting one. Happy New Year and namaste. See you soon.